It's a chilly March evening, just a few weeks before Easter, and Lisa is sitting at her kitchen table, staring at a cup of tea that's gone cold. The house is quiet, too quiet. Her kids are at their dad's for the weekend, and she's alone with her thoughts. Lately, everything feels heavy. She's been snapping at people she loves, losing sleep over things she can't control, and this morning, she found herself yelling at a co-worker over something so small she can't even remember what it was. She brushes it off. Stress, right? It's just life. But as she sits there, a question creeps into her mind, one that sends a shiver down her spine. What if this isn't just stress? What if something darker is stirring, waiting for Easter to strike? Welcome to LWN, where we uncover the hidden truths of faith to help you stand strong in your walk with Christ. Today, we're diving into a warning C.S. Lewis left us, a chilling reality about the days leading up to Easter. There are 5 everyday signs demons are attacking you right now, and they're desperate to keep you blind to them. Because if you spot these signs, their plans unravel. Before we step into Lisa's story, a journey that might just mirror your own, I need you to take a stand. If you're ready to see through the enemy's tricks this Easter, hit that subscribe button and type eyes open in the comments below. It's your way of saying, I'm not letting darkness win. Stay with me, because what's coming will light a fire in your faith. Lisa sips her cold tea, grimacing as the bitterness hits her tongue. She's been off lately, way off. She's not herself, and she knows it. Yesterday, she spent an hour scrolling her phone, obsessing over a friend's perfect Easter plans, feeling resentment bubble up like poison. Today, she snapped at her co-worker, and the guilt's been gnawing at her ever since. She's a Christian, she prays, she reads her Bible, but this heaviness, it's different. It's like something's pressing on her chest, whispering doubts she can't shake. C.S. Lewis once said in the Screwtape Letters, "The enemy wants you to be so busy with yourself that you forget the one who made you." Lisa's starting to wonder, is that what's happening here? She sets the cup down and grabs her Bible from the counter, flipping it open to James 4:7. "Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." The words feel like a lifeline, but as she reads, her phone buzzes. A text from her ex, short and sharp, about the kids. Her jaw tightens, and that heaviness surges again. That's when the first sign hits her like a slap. Constant irritation. It's not just a bad mood, it's a crack the enemy slips through. Lisa's been irritable for days, lashing out at everyone. And it's no coincidence Easter's around the corner. Jesus faced this too. Think of him in the wilderness, tempted by Satan right before his ministry began. The enemy loves to strike when something holy is near. Lisa takes a deep breath, trying to pray, but her mind's racing. "God help me," she whispers, but the irritation lingers, itching under her skin. She thinks about Easter, Jesus' victory, the cross, and wonders why she feels so far from it. Then she notices something odd. Her kitchen light flickers, just for a second, and a shadow darts across the wall. Her heart skips. Is it the bulb, or something else? She shakes it off, but the unease sticks. What if this irritation is just the start? What if the next sign is already creeping into her life, waiting to pull her further from the light? If Lisa's struggle feels familiar, type peace now in the comments. Let's claim God's calm over the enemy's chaos together, and keep watching, because Lisa's about to face a battle she didn't see coming. Lisa stares at the flickering kitchen light, her Bible still open on the table. The shadow she saw, it's gone now, probably just her imagination. But that heaviness in her chest, it's still there, pressing harder. She's shaken off the irritation from her ex's text, whispering a quick prayer for peace. But now her mind's spinning in a new direction. She's tired, bone tired. Not just from today, but from weeks of restless nights, tossing and turning, waking up feeling like she hasn't slept at all. She rubs her eyes, thinking it's the stress of Easter planning, church events, family dinners, but a nagging thought creeps in. What if this exhaustion isn't just life piling up? What if it's the enemy wearing her down step by step? She leans back in her chair, replaying the last few days. The irritation was the first sign. She gets that now. It's been her shadow, flaring up at every little thing. But this tiredness, it's deeper, like her energy's being drained by something she can't see. C.S. Lewis warned us about this in the Screwtape Letters. He said the enemy doesn't always come with a bang. Sometimes it's a slow grind, a quiet theft of your strength, so you're too worn out to fight when the real battle comes. Lisa's been dragging herself through each day, skipping her morning prayers, too tired to even open her Bible until tonight. And Easter's so close. Why does she feel so far from its power? Her phone buzzes again, but she ignores it, pulling the Bible closer. She flips to Matthew 11:28, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." The words wash over her, soft and warm, but the exhaustion clings like damp clothes. That's when the second sign dawns on her, unexplained fatigue. It's not just sleepless nights, it's a spiritual attack, a trick to keep her from leaning on God. Jesus knew this kind of weariness. Before the cross, in Gethsemane, his disciples couldn't stay awake to pray. Satan wanted them weak, distracted. And now, with Easter nearing, Lisa feels it too. The enemy's trying to sap her strength before the victory. She closes her eyes, whispering, "Lord, give me your rest." For a moment, the heaviness lifts, like a breeze through the room. She almost smiles, until her phone buzzes again, insistent this time. She glances at it, a work email, urgent, demanding her attention right now. Her stomach sinks. She's too tired to deal with it, but the pressure builds, and suddenly, she's spiraling. Work, kids, Easter prep, all crashing in at once. She catches herself. What is this? It's not just fatigue anymore. It's something sharper, twisting her thoughts. She looks up, and the kitchen light flickers again, longer this time. A chill runs through her. The shadow's back, hovering near the doorway, and her breath catches. She grabs her Bible tighter, her voice trembling as she prays, "God, protect me." The flickering stops, but the air feels thick, charged. She's starting to see it. The irritation, the exhaustion. They're not random. They're signs, pieces of a bigger plan. And there's a third sign creeping in, one she's felt all day but couldn't name until now. What if the enemy's next move is already whispering in her ear, turning her mind against itself? If Lisa's fight is hitting close to home, type "rest in him" in the comments. Let's lean on Jesus' strength together. And don't turn away, because Lisa's about to uncover a trap she never expected. Lisa's hands tremble as she clutches her Bible. The kitchen light's steady now, but the shadow still lurking in her peripheral vision. The irritation's been gnawing at her. The exhaustion's been draining her. And now her mind's a battlefield, racing with that work email, guilt over her kids, dread about Easter. She's prayed for peace, for rest, but her thoughts keep spinning, pulling her into a fog of confusion. She catches a glimpse of herself in the window's reflection, eyes sunken, face tight, and a cold realization hits her. This isn't just a rough week, it's an attack, and the third sign's been there all along, twisting her reality. What if the enemy's not just wearing her down? What if he's clouding her mind to keep her from Easter's truth? She sets the Bible down, her breath shallow, and whispers, "God, clear my head." The shadow shifts, almost like it's reacting, and she feels it. The weight of scattered thoughts, the way she's been forgetting things, second-guessing herself all day. C.S. Lewis saw this coming. In the Screwtape Letters, he wrote, "Confusion is one of the devil's favorite tools. He muddies your mind so you can't see the light." Lisa's been stumbling through this fog, snapping at her co-worker, obsessing over that email, losing track of her prayers. It's the third sign, mental chaos. With Easter so close, the enemy's scrambling to disconnect her from the cross. She flips her Bible open again, landing on John 16:33, where Jesus says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." The words cut through the haze, sharp and bright. Jesus faced this too. Satan tried to confuse him in the wilderness, throwing lies and half-truths to shake his focus. But Jesus stood firm, wielding the word like a sword. Lisa's mind steadies as she reads it again. "I have overcome." Suddenly, the shadow shrinks, the air lightens, and she feels a spark of clarity. But it's not over. Her phone buzzes again, another email, and her heart sinks as two more signs flash in her memory. Unexplained doubts and a pull to isolate. 4 and 5, hitting her like waves. The doubts started days ago. Questions about her faith, her worth, whispering she's not good enough for Easter's joy. And the isolation. She's been pushing people away, hiding in this kitchen alone. She stands, voice rising. "Lord, I see it now. You've already won." The shadow hisses, retreating to the corner, and Lisa keeps going. "You are my clarity, my strength, my victory." The room stills, no buzzing, no shadows, just peace. She smiles, tears brimming, not from confusion, but from freedom. Easter's coming, and the enemy's lost this round. Here's the truth. Demons attack before Easter because they fear its power. The 5 signs, irritation, fatigue, mental chaos, doubts, isolation, they're traps to dim your light. But Jesus overcame them all, and so can you. Lisa closes her Bible, the dawn breaking outside, a reminder that the cross is near. You don't have to fight alone. His victory is yours. If this stirs your soul, type "Christ wins" in the comments. Let's shout it together. And right now, pray with me. Lord, shine through me this Easter. You're not just surviving, you're rising with Him. This next video is handpicked just for you. YouTube knows you'll love it. Or dive into this C.S. Lewis playlist for even deeper wisdom. And hey, don't leave without subscribing. Your journey has just begun.